Hi, it's Alex here. I was hoping to do this as a live stream, but I keep encountering dropouts and stuff like that, and it was doing it last night, and it's been doing it again this morning. So I thought, why not? I'll just record it as a static video. I'd actually done quite a bit again on the video, so I'll go for a quick recap. I've got the think break here. It's all free. There is one more, I think, but I've chopped them across a drum rack. This is like one of my standard saved presets, and let's have a listen. So that's the break as it comes. And I've applied a little bit of sonic massaging. I'll just turn all these off. So I've got them all grouped in an effect rack. And I have added a channel EQ, and I've explained it already on stream, but my thinking behind that is that back in the 90s or whatever, when a lot of this stuff was originally being made, people might not have had access to the same plugins, pieces of equipment we do nowadays. They might have had a mixer, a basic mixer, like a band mixer for with a basic free band EQ or something like a channel EQ. What's that? A parametric EQ? I think that is what that's called. Now we've got like graphical equalizers and stuff, and we can see the whole spectrum when we're making any of these adjustments. And it's really simple to see what we want to do. Does it make it any simpler though? I don't know, because I see people struggling with EQ just as much as anything else. I don't think doesn't make it any easier to hear things, just because you can see the spectrum. Anyway, so the channel EQ's on, and I've actually found this is like quite a nice way to kind of work with breaks. Maybe a bit too much high end going on. But it does some really nice things with the mid, like a nice scoop in the mid there. Nice. And I've got a bit of glue compression. Well, I've got a lot of glue compression. I'm hitting this hard. Parallel compression. So you hear that's giving us the tight top end, like not the tight top end, the transient. You can hear the real tight beginning of the kick. Yeah. And I'm just blending that in. Bit of vinyl distortion I did, just for a laugh. Bit of redux. Now I suspect you can get like it's like an old sampler, vintage sampler. I'll just drag that in and see what that sounds like. Bit too much for me. And then a nice little bit of reverb. Yeah, it's cool. There we go. There we go. That's kind of like what I came up with in the moment. I think it sounds pretty good. There was the one on the think break as well that I've done. Very subtle effects, but let's just take them all off. That's without anything on. That's just something on, I think. Nice. I like that. And then I made all these beat repeats on stream yesterday as well, and that's just what it says on the tin, really. There's no, I mean, with beat repeat, I just stick it on something, mess around with the controls, and see where it gets you. Just experiment with it. So let's do. What I'm going to do now is create some kind of micro effects firing off. Like delays and reverbs with longer decays. So I'm going to use it's a Ned Rush hack using the beat repeat gate, and it's one I got from watching, like, his videos are just brilliant. I've learnt so much from his channel. If you don't know who he is, you should do. Just Google Ned Rush. But this is, it's going to be like a beat repeat working in reverse or inversely, where whereas when you have it set to mix or insert, the beat repeat is only going to work based on certain parameters, like chance parameters, and it'll overwrite the existing signal, if you like, or it'll mix in. But like the gate can be that nothing is played until the parameters are hit. So like this. Pretty cool, eh? I just experiment with like the grid settings and the gate settings, because for some you won't get anything, but so far so good. Right, well, let's group that. I'm going to create a dry, we'll call this delay. I'm going to duplicate that, and maybe we'll just change the offset and change the timing. Oh yeah, sorry, I want this to be full. I want the dry wet to be full. And I'm going to pull down the chance now to like 10%. Just drop the volume. On one, I'm going to put a reverb instead. 15. And let's do one more, we'll go mad again. Oh, is it? Rain. Just set the pitch to 12. Maybe this can this gives us like a kind of like a pitch shifted reverb. Yeah. Nice, I like that a lot. That's sick. Okay, so another thing that we can do is create some kind of crazy modulation racks or things that we can control with macro knobs. And I'm just gonna, I have no script for this or idea of where this might go, so I'm just gonna randomly mess with things and hope that I can create some good racks. And if I don't, well, I might just chuck in some of the ones I've already created that work and use those. I think like maybe if we start simple with like some filtering, that's always useful, isn't it? It's always useful to have like a filter on these things. This is the kind of thing you want to, like some interesting filtering effects. So maybe that we have it that invert range, that's useful. Right click, invert range. That'll then turn it round for you so that although we don't want that. We want it the other way around. We want it the other way around. Because you want the frequency to be full when the knob is full. Maybe we could map the resonance to that as well, but we're not going to have the resonance. We can have the resonance kind of I can have it do a sweep, can't we? So it can kind of sweep through. Maybe it could be quite high. Maybe we set it to like 60. Or maybe we want it the other way around where it's kind of moving up towards something like 50. Maybe that was too much, wasn't it? Whoa, why? That's what happens sometimes with this MIDI controller. That's probably done the master at 6. Sorry about that. Maybe we could do something with the LFO as well. So that could go. Yeah, could it go up as we go? I'm trying to make one knob work really hard. pretty cool. Kind of like that. So we'll just call that like filter. Maybe I'll create some like gating stuff. Again, quite basic here. Let's create like a kind of gate effect. Set it to like rhythmic intervals. Synchronize the tempo. Yeah, indeed. I'm going to turn it up full. I'm going to change the shape to like square, and I'm going to offset it by 180. Yeah, cool. I think 70% is pretty good. I'm going to map the on and off. So we want it. I can never remember how to do this. It's exactly. So we want it to be off when it's full, so we need to invert that. Invert range. Yeah. Okay then, what do we want then? Like that. Okay, so it's on at the top there. It's off at the moment. Yeah. That's quite cool, isn't it? Band pass. Okay, but at the bottom, max. This is what I don't understand. I'll tell you what, the universe does not want me to make this video. The information is too powerful. I just keep getting interrupted or can't do it. Anyway, right. So the maximum is 126, right? And that is not on. Okay, 127 and then a 0. What about if I said, can that be 0? Is that's still on, isn't it? It's still on at 0. It's off at 127. That's what we want, yeah. That's it, that's what I want. You know, we could even do something if you really want the filter to just cut out everything when you do that sweep, then we could stick in another filter and we can change this to a high pass, and we can map it to the same filter so that when this goes down, that filter goes up. So you get like a complete cut. Yes, why don't we map that as well? Look at this mapping. So, I mean, I don't know what the limit is. It's probably 127 for mapping things to macros. But let's have it so that the resonance increases to what, like 75 or something. It should be steep enough. I want it the other way around. Same for you. I think that's pretty cool for now. Alright, so that's like our filtering. That's some nice filtering happening. We can probably, you could go to town on what other types of filters you have, experiment. I actually quite like the chorus for some mad stuff that you can get happening. Maybe we could do something with frequency shifter, why not? That's cool. What about something on the chorus as well? Right, let's group those. They sound cool. Should we call this transmission? Dry, so nothing on the dry, and we're going to create a chain here. So going into the chain selector, I'm going to map this to macro 1, and we'll call this transmit. Half the fun is like thinking of names for these things. I'm going to highlight both of those chains, and we're going to have it so that the second chain is not playing at all when this is down, but as this goes up, it kind of blends in the other chain until it's completely wet. It's kind of like a dry wet knob we're creating here. And we're doing this fade, so it's kind of the zone editor, which are able to pass through. So it kind of increases in volume, I think, or velocity. Wicked. And maybe we'll have it so that we'll add like a bit of like bandpass again. It's nice to, like, if you cut the frequencies on these things. Yes! So you've got a bit of modulation going on. delay. Now that's quite a cool effect, but it's got some we've got some kind of decay happening on the effects there. So I might duplicate this and try another way of doing it. So turn this one off, okay, and we've got these two chains, and I'm just gonna go back into the zone editor, just pull them to the down like that. This could be good if you've got like loads of samplers or simplers in one rack and you can scroll through sounds. Anyway, so they're back on the same thing here now. But what I'm going to do is kind of create this, like almost like a send inside the. Done that right one? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to map this to transmit. Turn this off. Unmap that. So I'm almost creating like a mini send inside. I'm going to do the same on the dry and add a utility in here. Utility, dry, okay, map that here. And just check the watch your volumes or something like this. Always keep a limiter on your master. Got to make sure we invert the range here. And then you get the effect hanging on. I quite like that. The only slight issue with this sometimes is when you're like here, and it may be that the dry never fully goes down. Cool, man. It's wicked. Now the only thing with this is that if you did it with multiple things, it doesn't, you can't map this to more than one. Can you? I don't think you can. It just, what does that do? Maybe you can. Maybe we should experiment with something else in here and see if we can get some cool like parallel stuff going. What about spatial vibrato? That sounds fun, doesn't it? Space. What's going on with this then? Again, let's add some nice filtering on it. Some like subtle band passing. Again, I really like because it just find like the sweet spot, you know, that I like mapping, I like doing things that where I don't remember what I did. I like kind of, okay, so if I map it to that, it unmaps it from that, is that right? Yes, it does. I mean, you could create more dries. Okay, that I had a drop out for a moment, but anyway, let's get back into it. Can you hear me? And the audio's working. Great, right. So, I was trying to get clever with this stuff. Okay, so maybe we don't want to map it there. Maybe we want to create a new... Maybe we're going to do this separately. Can we drag that out? Oh, look at that, we can. That's amazing. Ableton is amazing sometimes. Thank you, Ableton. That's okay, so we've got our space there. Let's create a dry. Dry. That's a space as well. Got the spec, okay, that one's still in there. Whoa! Not what we wanted. 0, invert that. What's happening to this bad boy? That doesn't sound right. Nope, this needs to be mapped to that. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Nice. Do what I did on the last one. Bump that up a bit. Okay, maybe the vibrato is not working for me. Let's switch to classic. Nice. Yeah, I thought I had mono on there or something. Sorry about that. Yeah. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where that's heading. I suspect that's probably a long enough thing for now. So let's before we just sign off, let us, and we kind of want this filter maybe to be last. Let's stick these all together. Let's group all of these racks within racks within racks within racks. We're gonna we'll put the filter on number 1. Maybe we'll put the trem on number 2, and then we'll put the transmit on number 3, and then we'll put space on number 4. We'll call this trem. Call this transmit and space. All right, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Now we've got all these kind of mad effects working in parallel and series and everything. I've got a nice little bit of kind of interesting stuff going on here as well. I'll tell you what, why don't we, like, the Soul Pride has got its own processing. Let's group them. And we shall pull this thing. What should we call this? AW. YouTube Babe Effects. 1. Why don't we do some nice colours? Yeah. Why not? Sometimes I like to do the rest of these like this, make them look nice. Nice. Yeah. Nice, that is cool. That sounds cool. Better than I thought it would. And just before we finish, why don't we... So what I like to do here, I did it on a video the other day, I'll duplicate that and maybe we can... you can draw in stuff. Maybe you can't. Needs to be on dark. You can't draw. Maybe you can't do it on there. Maybe we could just record it. I don't think you can actually record it, can you? Might be that you have to do some dummy clip stuff, but anyway. Of course, when you've got it in here, you can. So maybe we could do like in here instead. So let's do some transmit stuff in here. There we go. It's in there now, isn't it? And stick on. There we go. Yes. Here we put in some space. We'll just stick this whole one like that. Yeah, that sounds sick. Okay, got another one here. Let's do some filter stuff with this. So the filter's already up anyway. Let's just highlight all of this. Just drawing a filter. Insert shape. Stick some light. Let's do trem as well. Okay, we'll do that like that. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so these four have got some automation on now, and we're going to do the thing where my favourite thing with the follow actions, legato. Works really well. You've got these like fine slice ones where you're not doing longer bits of the break. And why don't we have it going every bar, every? Is that right? Every bar. No, it's not. It's every measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I think, yeah. No, we don't. It's doing it in order. Sorry. I want this to be other. There we go. Now we'll get somewhere as well. Do your thing. Yeah. Oh, bad. Yeah, that's sick. Oh, lovely. why don't we just add, for the sake of the fun at the end of the video, we'll add in all of these clips here, and we'll just add them to the mix. They're not going to have any automation stuff going on, but they'll still add into the patterns. Okay, that should be right. Haha, wicked. Oh. Sick. It's like auto jungle with some mad effects. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll package that up and I will put it in the description because I've just recorded this video, and maybe I'll have to be recording videos for the foreseeable future until OBS, whatever it is, my internet connection can sort itself out, and I can just do live streams again. But it's quite easy to just record them and upload them, to be fair. So maybe I'll just continue my output, be that writing songs or whatever. It's nice to have the live interaction. Maybe I'll try again later, see how I get on. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe, all that business. Cheers. See you around.